Good morning and happy Friday, everyone. Hopefully, you all are revved up for this holiday weekend. Woohoo! Labor Day weekend, right? No, I'm just messing around. Memorial Day weekend. Very, very big holiday weekend, especially for any veterans out there. I myself, I'm an Afghan vet, so definitely going to be with some friends. Going to be having some good food, good times, nice, relaxing, long weekend. Stock market is going to be closed on this Memorial Day, Monday. So, a lot of times leading into holiday weekends, we see somewhat of a little volatility, if not anything a little more green, I want to say. Kind of really mixed across the board. Some stuff in the Middle East is still happening. It doesn't really look like there's anything in a clear sight, unfortunately. It would really be nice if stuff did end before Memorial Day weekend, before Monday, but who knows? Maybe stuff actually ends, maybe it doesn't. However, it kind of really looks like the peace talks are just really in a stalemate. And I mean, I don't have any say at all in what happens, like, in the Middle East at all. Not part of the government, not in the military anymore, let alone when I was in the military, I was just very much a small little grunt in the United States Marine Corps Infantry. So, I mean, yeah, my say really doesn't make a difference. But if I had to really give my opinion on what's going on, you basically pretty much have Iran that very much believes that they can weaken the U.S. by prolonging this war, pretty much with oil. They're not stupid people. A lot of people think that Middle Easterns are stupid people. No, they're very, very intelligent people, and they know exactly how to play a long game. And their long game is very much hoping that oil is going to remain very much high for a while, especially leading into midterms. And it's going to cause the current Trump administration to be very much kicked in the nuts. Because if the Republicans lose the midterms, both the House and the Senate, it's more than likely because of what is happening in the Middle East right now. So, right now, it kind of just really is a stalemate. It's very unfortunate. Hopefully, peace really does come to that region, if not very quickly. So definitely keep good prayers, keep good vibes, good thoughts for all that good stuff to happen. Hopefully, it does. But I honestly thought this would be wrapped up, like, honestly, probably a couple weeks ago. I was wrong about that. But as for me being a long-term investor in a lot of stocks that I own, it's just giving me more buying opportunities. If you're new here, welcome. I put out videos on this channel Monday through Friday. Tomorrow, I'm going to be making a bonus video because I'm going to be advertising this YouTube channel among my other YouTube channels, Nightmare RH primarily. I have various other channels on YouTube. One has over 200,000 subscribers. Another one is close to 70K. So, going to be getting a lot more people coming over here. If you are an active viewer of mine, we're definitely going to have a lot more stock-loving baboons over here very soon. Hold on, water cheers, by the way. Oh, it's going to be another hot one today for me. Woo! 92 degrees. Woohoo! Oh, man, going to be sweating, doing some track exercises. Okay, so today, I kind of really want to talk about an article. And I make videos on articles fairly, like, often. But understand that you need to take whatever articles that I share and pretty much any article that you find related to the stock market, let alone your stocks, you need to take it with a grain of salt and you need to do your own due diligence and you need to understand why people are kind of really pretty much making articles. So the article that I really want to talk about today, which is pretty fascinating, because two of my stocks are listed in this article that I own. Not to mention this article, and if you want to read this article for yourself, it's on Yahoo Finance. A lot of articles from Yahoo Finance that comes out are utter trash, but there are some really good ones. I'm going to go ahead and put this link down below in the description of today's video. But let's dive into it. Michael Burry. Who is Michael Burry? So a lot of people don't really know the full story behind this guy, he is the Big Short. He predicted the great financial crisis in 2007, and he made a boatload of cash. He is a hedge fund manager. He's on Wall Street. He is a Wall Streeter, okay? I'm not a Wall Streeter. I am a small fish in a big pond. I am a retail investor and also a retail trader, okay? Very big difference between me and him. A lot of people really believe that he made all his money on the great financial crisis betting the Big Short. If you actually go back and do a deep dive, he did make a tremendous amount of money, life-changing money, but it wasn't as big as people thought it actually was. A lot of people always think that this guy ended up doing a all-in mentality. Keep it simple. You go ahead and take all your money and all your entire life's, worth of money, and you go all in on the stock market. Have I done that before? Yes, I did that last year. Could I have been pulverized? I could have been pulverized. Good thing that I didn't get pulverized, right? I went all in on Liberation Day last year. I don't like using the term going all in, but there are times where I myself may say, hey, I got to deplete all my cash. I got to deplete my savings, my checkings. I got to go all in. I got to send all my money into the stock market, okay? He made a gigantic bet that the market was going to crash, and he made a ton of money, okay? You really got to see the movie and also the story of The Big Short. But understand that he didn't go all in where he was betting like every ounce of like money. Not to mention, Michael Burry has been wrong more times than he's been right. That's also another thing true too, and very true, okay? People that constantly say that the stock market's going down, the stock market's going to crash, eventually they're going to be right, but how many times have they been wrong? Not to mention, Michael Burry is kind of a bear when it comes to a lot of stuff in the stock market. But it's very humorous because this article came out yesterday, or actually 2 days ago now, and it basically talks about how he is going in on some beaten down stocks, primarily a fintech, and also software stocks. I don't own this stock right here, but I can definitely tell you that I do own, where is it? PayPal and Adobe. So in this article, Burry basically talks about beaten down fintechs such as PayPal, pretty much gives a general terminology of why he really sees PayPal as very upside potential. 23.9% year to date. The company is a phenomenal money-making machine. I mean, the company produces money. The company grew year over year by 4%. So, I mean, sure, the compound annual growth rate is 4%, but I mean, the company is printing money. The company owns Venmo, which I use Venmo all the time. A lot of times when I play golf with my friends, if I show up late and they pay for the greens fee, I will Venmo them my share of the money. Or if I'm, somewhere and somebody pays on one debit or credit card, I'll go ahead and Venmo people money. I actually didn't realize that PayPal bought Venmo until like a couple years ago, but they ended up buying Venmo like years ago. Phenomenal like investment that PayPal made. I use PayPal as a business account. I use PayPal all the time. So, I mean, PayPal is a very much forgotten and beaten down stock. Now, obviously, PayPal has so many different things wrong with it. The management team is terrible. So, I mean, why is Michael Burry really going in on PayPal? Or where is his stance on PayPal? His stance on PayPal is very much on a technical analysis basis. Basically, pretty much that when we get out of this slump of an economy that we are in right now, where we are in a high interest rate environment with no rate cuts in the future and oil surging to the upside, basically pretty much PayPal is going to recover a little bit. technical basis, fundamental basis, PayPal has a lot of issues. But when it comes to being beaten down, maybe we get a 20% upside to PayPal. Now, please understand that what I'm talking about could very well not happen. So don't go out there and pretty much buy PayPal, because just because the stock is beaten down, sometimes it's not the best buying opportunity. You always got to do your research. But as for PayPal, I'm down 20% on PayPal. Actually, if you want to see my YouTube channel profile, check out yesterday's video. I'll show my profile tomorrow. Going to be a little longer video for tomorrow's episode. PayPal, I'm down 22.85%. So, I mean, hey, if PayPal goes up by 20%, honestly, I may cut like a 2% loss, and I may get out. Why? It's because PayPal right now is becoming kind of really dead money in a way. It's very unfortunate. The management team has really changed ship here. But going on to a different stock, one stock that I'm extremely bullish on is Adobe. So Adobe, Burry basically sees that Adobe is very much beaten down, and he acknowledges a lot of fears that Adobe may be going bankrupt because of AI. That is such a stupid argument. I use Adobe products every single day. Just because AI is causing fears, the company is growing. The company reported record-breaking sales the last several quarters. Like, if AI is affecting this company, you would be seeing it on their earnings. But I am very, 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 very bullish on Adobe. Now, understand that, once again, he is very much short-term. So if Adobe very much, let's say, recovers by 20%, maybe $300. Right now, Adobe's at $243. I'm down a decent amount on Adobe. I'm down 16.5%, $983 on my position. So the thing about Adobe is that, sure, if it goes to $300, I mean, I could be up a little bit, but I'm looking at Adobe in the next year or so very much recovering to $350, maybe even higher. So he very much sees Adobe as kind of like a trade in a way, and that is something you kind of really gotta really understand. Alibaba, I actually know people that have been in and out of Alibaba. It's kind of funny how he's actually very bullish on the Baba. So if you are a Baba shareholder, this is definitely for you. And then also Autodesk, I'm actually not really too certain, to be perfectly honest. I don't really know anything about this company. I've actually never really heard of them before. So this is the three other stocks in here definitely know. But as for this one, definitely not very much aware. But like I said, take this article with a grain of salt and understand that when it comes to a stock like PayPal and Adobe, someone like Burry can very much be looking at stocks like these as very much a trade, because that's what the guy has very much been shown to do. So what am I really doing per se? Well, one, I'm holding a great amount of shares of Adobe on my public and also private account. I'm pretty much just leaving it where it is. I mean, I built my Adobe position. PayPal, I have a very much smaller position because PayPal is very much more risky, in my opinion, just because the management team has failed to really execute many, many times. A lot of people are getting out of PayPal. I'm going to be sticking around for a little bit for a couple reasons. One is because it's a very much more smaller position for me, and we're just so beaten down on PayPal. Now, can we go lower? We can. Do I have a hard stop mentally of when I'm going to be exiting and why? I do. Obviously, it's not there just yet. Hopefully, it doesn't go there, because there are a lot of people that are holding PayPal with a very much higher average than me. My average on PayPal is $57.53 on my public profile here. So there are people that are holding PayPal where their average is 100. They're essentially holding a bag shareholder. Have I been a bag shareholder before in other stocks? I have. It's a very shitty feeling. It's terrible. It sucks that the management team has let you down, but hey, it happens. You gotta know when to really cut the cord, and basically recoup your money by moving that capital to other win-win chicken dinners. But I just really wanted to share this article. Understand that when there are traders, like Burry is very much a trader, when there are traders getting into beaten down stocks, such as some that maybe you all may own, it could very much signal that there's going to be very upside in the near future. And I really do see good things happening in the Middle East. I know right now it's utter just craziness and it really does suck. But I personally really do believe that this stuff in the Middle East is going to be wrapped up soon. I really do believe the Fed is going to shift and they're going to do something with rate cuts this year. Maybe they may give us only one rate cut, but I do believe the new Fed governor is going to essentially pivot a little bit. Otherwise, AMD is just continuing to go on a tear. Nvidia is very much in a slow bleed. So, yesterday I talked about Nvidia, I talked about AMD, and, yeah, AMD today, we ended up spiking, and we did create a new all-time high on Nvidia. PayPal not looking good. Yes, we did make a new all-time high today on AMD. Crazy, huh? We did make a new all-time high because I'm guessing this article that came out yesterday, we pretty much popped. Talked about the article yesterday, Lisa Su securing more deals, and AMD is on a tear. But it's all about certain stocks right now. A lot of stocks in this market are on tears. A lot of stocks in this market are on a slow bleed. Stay tuned for tomorrow's episode. If you enjoyed today's video, definitely drop a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all on the next one. Later.